DDAmanda is the #1 stock screener and scanner. This is how we're finding these winners early, guys. Simple to use by total beginners. Got advanced features for professional traders. Great support, 1 hour free one-on-one training, and check out these testimonials. I mean, they're off the hook. Guys love this program, and they're making a ton of money. These can be a pain. They gotta come out. They don't really do much. All they do is hold the rotor to the whatever.
Here's some results from a search.
Jesus Christ. This stupid thing. Anyway, all they do is hold this on. The real force that holds it on is your wheel nuts. But what I did is I hit these with the torch first. I got them pretty hot. You can probably do the same thing with the propane. Now they make an impact thing with that you hit with the hammer. It's got bits on it, and but I didn't have those. I got one somewhere, but I don't know where it is now. So what I did is I used the chisel trick, and what you do is you build up a lip. I got this little chisel. You just build up a lip, and then you start going this way down, and now she's turning. Anyway, she's turning. This is all over here. You can get it out that way. The other way is to drill it, but then you got a chance of leaving something in there that you got to drill out and retap, God knows what. Anyway, this one's loose. Be sure it has turned. I'm just gonna keep. She's turning. I stripped it, that's why. I wonder if the impact will take it out now. Like I said, I heated them up. I think there's Loctite on these. Let's see if this will finally turn it. It's probably stripped out. There it goes. So I gotta find one of these to replace it. Anyway, that's the first thing I'm doing. And these are gonna come off, and then a bunch of other shit's gonna come off. I got the CVs on order. Turn the wheel to the right. These are easier to get to. These two right here. And once you break them loose, they'll finger. This is the same thing you do when you're changing the pads. And I put a little hook right here. I can support this. Let it hang there. Try not to stretch this hose too much. Put it this way. I have to get to these bolts, so I guess right here is good. Oh. There. Okay. Next step is to get these two, that one and that one, for the brake housing. It's a 17, but I don't have a 17, so you're probably going to need a cheater like this. I got an 11/16, so working. It wasn't so hard. Okay, you take that off. Might as well do it with you. Keep all your bolts somewhere. I like to put them back in the same spot they were in. So this is the top, this is the bottom. In fact, you can just put them right back in where you took them out. Okay, I know I got a fucking mess here, guys. Don't give me any grief. Looks like Loctite, maybe. I'll have to figure out what, here's all my parts section. Slowly but surely I'm getting it back together. Yeah, put your bolts back in where you took them out. That keeps them nice and put away. Okay, what's next? I'm going to do both sides. Like I said, I've turned the wheel to the right, the side I'm doing. What we got under here? I think this one has to come off, so I'm going to turn it the other way. Turn the wheel the other way. Okay, let's take out the steering. Now this one has a little cotter pin. Okay, so you got to get that out. I don't know what size that is. It looks like what is that? 13, 14, 15. So just bend this one together. Give it a push. Anyway, you gotta get this little pin out. So you push the ends together, grab a hold of it, and then push on it. It should come out. Once it does, you can grab it from the other side. This thing doesn't want to push out for some reason. Let's see if I can grab it. There it is. They say to use new ones, but I pretty much always use the old ones. I will save that. Figure what size this is. 15, 14 millimeter. Don't know. Well, guess what? It's a 17. Makes life easy for us. So, let's see. Boom. Pull toward me. When it's upside down, it's the same direction as if you're tightening it. Come on. Well, that thing wasn't hard at all. I don't even need the cheater bar. I can just use a regular socket. I mean a regular driver. And what you do is you unscrew it until you can't see the bolt anymore. Bang. Right there. Then in theory, you're supposed to be able to take a hammer and beat it up. Did that work? Yeah, that worked. Now you can take the nut all the way off. I ordered some new booties for these because these are discombobulated. So, whoa, I knocked my brake caliper off the fucking hook. That wasn't good. Son of a bitch. Okay, and again, put the nut back on where it was. Okay, and the reason you do it like this is you don't just bang on the bolt because you'll fuck up the thread. So you just put it like that to where you can just, the bolt's in there. Bam, bam, bam. And leave it, put the nut back on and put it somewhere safe, like there. Okay, what's next? I believe the next thing is the ABS sensor down here, right there. I think you take off that bolt and then we undo these two. Wonder what those are. Those are probably 19s. Okay. So, we'll keep going. Oh, you gotta take this. This thing is staked. When by staked it means... shit, I gotta put it in park. I'll show you that in a second. Hang on. Okay, by staked, it means they pounded this into that ridge so it won't come undone. So it can't unspin. So you can just take a little chisel or screwdriver. It's a rebar chisel. I think I can get a screwdriver in there now. Let's try this one. I can probably do this with a screwdriver. Maybe not. Great. I broke the screwdriver. Alright, we'll go chisel. A stool I made out of a grocery cart. Isn't that cool? Well, let me mess with this. You get the idea. You gotta be able to turn this thing. There's a magnet on a stick. Get that piece of screwdriver out of there. Oh, look at that. It jumped right out. Yeah, I think I got it undone enough to be able to turn this. Gotta find a socket that'll fit. The only big metric socket I got... Oh, it's a 30 millimeter. Son of a bitch. It fits. I thought I tried this and it didn't. No, that's a 1 1/4. There's my 30 millimeter. That's too small. So whatever 1 1/4 translates to is what you need here. Okay? Let's see if my long cheater was good enough to do this. I think I gotta put it in park. Or figure out another way to... I may put some lug nuts on here and get a bar. No. I'm afraid to put it in park. I don't want to put that much pressure on the parking brake, but it should work, right? I don't know. Well, note to self, next time if you guys want to do this, make sure you crack that nut when the wheels are still on the ground. You know? But anyway, this will come off now, I noticed. Interesting. Got grooves in it. I'm supposed to replace this, but you know what? Not gonna. Yeah. before you jack up your car, well, let's see, let me think here. You can't even get to that with the wheel on, huh? So you can't loosen it while it's on the ground. But I'm going to hit it with the torch and heat that puppy up. Get hot and bothered. Hot and bothered. Heat always works, you know. Listen, a lot of you guys probably don't even have a torch. You can buy a little torch. You can use a torch for a lot of stuff, you know. Let's get it nice and toasty. It might come with the impact now. Let's see. Let's see if the impact will work. If not, I've got a levering system that might work. Jesus Christ. Nope. I made this tool, I can't remember what it's for, maybe to change tires. But, and it's giving me a lot of leverage, but this fucking nut is tight. I'm almost putting all my weight on it. So, that's a problem. Let's hit it with heat again. Maybe we didn't get it hot enough. Son of a bitch, huh? Shit. I hate it when it does that. Not enough oxygen to start it off. See all that black shit in the air? I hate that. Alright, bitch. If you were hot before, we're really gonna get you hot now. I think this is what screws on the end of the CV axle. I guess they don't want it to come undone. The threads of that are only an inch. You know, the size of the bolt. Maybe all those bangs and noises it was making locked this nut on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at some YouTube videos and see how these guys did this nut. This looks like the hardest part of the job, knock on fucking wood. I got it glowing in parts. Maybe they Loctited this son of a bitch too. Starting to see grease melting. Pop. Alright. Let's see if that will work now. I don't think the impact is going to do it. part out of the way. There. Son of a bitch. I believe this is going to be my downfall here. What if it's left hand? Wouldn't that be something? I wonder if it's left hand. I'll have to find out. That would explain it. I think I can tell by the threads whether it's left or not. Okay guys, I figured it out. Well, I didn't figure it out. Some guy on YouTube figured it out. Let's see here. Now what you do is, I had to put this back on. I put the rotor back on. What you can do is stick a screwdriver in here, okay? And then I'm bringing out the big guns, the 1-inch breaker bar, and that'll stop it from turning. And I ain't messing around no more. Apparently it's not left hand. Maybe I can break my socket. Here we go. Man, that thing is tight. Fuck me, huh? She gave up the ghost finally. So anyway, that's how you do it, kids. Ain't that slick, huh? Whoever thought of that is a fucking genius. Right? He's a genius. The universal intelligence gave him how to do it. Might as well leave that out. Did I turn my gas off? I'm pretty sure I did. I left it on all night the other day. Can you believe that? So, solved that problem. Ooh, I want to use my favorite little wrench. So, oh, right. Right. So that's what you do to get that nut off. Man, this took a lot of force. I don't think it's supposed to be that tight, because that puts a lot of preload on that bearing. Anyway, problem solved. I can take all this stuff off again. Alright, we'll figure out the next step after this. Yeah, this is a 32 millimeter. That nut. You know, I gotta say, except for that nut, this has been pretty simple so far. This isn't hard at all. And now that I learned that trick, now that's no problem either. So now, down in here is your ABS sensor. That's a 10 millimeter bolt holding it on. So let's take that sucker off. Ooh, that, that didn't take any force at all. So we'll take that little bolt out, whatever it is, put our hands underneath it to catch it. Maybe put a magnet inside the socket. Cool. I found a hubcap to keep all the parts in. Let's see, this is supposed to just pull right out, I believe, or maybe pry out. Oh, look at that. It just comes right out. How do you like that? How do you like them apples? Let's look at it and it's not, no, it's magnets. Some kind of magnetized. Let's put it somewhere safe. How about back here? hide it. There, that's out of the way. Okay, that took care of that. Got loose that. Now it's time for these two puppies. They don't look that hard. He says as he breaks out the gorilla breaker bar. Okay, so I don't think will a socket fit on that. I might have to use an open end. Yeah, those are going to be, maybe I'll spray a little anti-seize on, or a little bit of screw all loose. This booty is fucked up too, look at that. I wonder if that's a part you can buy. Now you can buy this one. Alright, let's work on these. Maybe it's a 17, just like everything else. Or 11/16 is what I had, right? I started putting shit over this side because we'll need it over here. I think that looks beefier than a 17. It is. It's probably a 19. I do have a 19-inch socket. Let's see here. 19. 19. Are you a 19? You're a 19. Alright. So, we gotta go on this side. See if we can scooch in here. Oh yeah, I was gonna spray some stuff on it. Ultra Screw Loose. It's from the guy that he does wagon wheels. You should look him up. It's pretty cool. He's got the annals of a wheelwright. Guy lives in, I think it's Idaho. Anyway, he's got a really good channel. He builds all sorts of, he repairs wheels, and you know those borax, 20 mule team borax? He did those wheels. Look at that. Holy crap. I'm not believing this. How can things be so easy, huh? Wow. Come out, come out. Jesus Christ. I lost the, well, I got the pen, but now it's not. This will not release. Fuck. Unbelievable. There's the pin for it. Okay, fine. Be that way. Be that way if you want to be that way. 10 milli. Whenever I work on a car, I don't trust those jacks. Or I don't even trust those floor jacks that they come. I mean, they're those little, whatever they are, you know, with tripod wheel car holder uppers. Fuck, I want a solid piece of goddamn wood to where I know that motherfucker isn't gonna come crashing down on me, you know? Anyway. What was that? I didn't like that. Is this like not a 19? It's something else? Is this side a 19 and the other side's a 17 maybe? What do you bet, kids? Could it be? They're different sizes? That's why it slipped so easy, huh? That's not a 17. Oh, it's an 18. I mean a 19, so what the fuck? What the fuck, man? There we go. It was moving. What about the bottom one? Will you come loose? Yeah. No problemo. Easy peasy. I'm liking this. I like Hondas. I like the engineers. The Honda engineers were top notch, man. You know? They do it right. They put a lot of thought into stuff. Like this Honda Fit, it's like the radio volume button is like really big, you know, it's because that's what you use all the time. So it's one of the biggest, you know, I'm gonna have to back that up. And then the air conditioning buttons are cool. They got little detents, you know. I was thinking of starting a company because they don't make Honda Fits anymore. That's over. I think 2016 was last year. I can't remember. But I'd like to start a company that does nothing but, you know, finds low mileage or nice shaped Honda Fits, gets them all jazzed up, puts a 2.4 liter in them. Did I tell you that story about that guy that put a 2.4 in? This only got a 1.5 in it. Put a 2.4 liter. There's a way to do it. There's companies that do it too, you know. Anyway, I'll tell you that story. I mean, all the electronics work and everything, you know, the EV and all that shit, but it's a 2.4 liter. Anyway, this guy puts one in, right? Has somebody do it or whatever. And, I mean, this thing was smoking, you know what I mean? So what happened, the long story short, is he goes, I had to sell it. I was getting too many tickets. He couldn't drive. He didn't want to drive it no more because he, you know, I mean, if you got that much power, you're gonna use it, right? Well, people that bother to do it are gonna do it. Yeah, so he sold it. But I'd like to do that to this. I'm telling you. I could probably kill myself or I don't know, I'm a pretty safe driver. I used to drive a cab in Miami Beach. I even have driving school, or a driving instructor. Okay, top one, bottom one. Let's put these together. Yeah. I bet you guys can't guess what the number one rule of driving is. Look at that. Comes right out. The number one rule of driving is always keep your eyes on the road. If you got somebody sitting next to you, you don't need to look at them to talk to them. If you want to reach for your cup of coffee, you don't need to look at it. Look at where it is. You know where it is. Always keep your eyes on the road. Because shit happens like that. So fast. Well, this is turning out to be easy too. I just put the nut back on. And I started bang. I use this socket so I don't hit this thin part. And it's driving it out. I thought I was going to take a puller or something. What am I? My chair. Oh, look at that. I put this bolt back in just for the hell of it. Pushing on it with my thumb. It looks like This thing's coming out. Holy crap, look at that. I'm leaving this one attached. I think this is coming right out. Now there's something you gotta pry on the inside there. I have to crawl under there. Something you're supposed to... whatever. I'm gonna cut this sucker open and see what it looks like inside here. Here's the bearing. I bought those too because I'm not gonna go through all this without replacing the wheel bearings. You know, these are cheap. They're like 50 bucks. That's it. There's even cheaper ones like 40 bucks, but I have to spend a little bit extra. I mean, you know, if this turns out to be dry in here, one guy, what he did is he would just take a hypodermic needle, a big one, like for horses, and he'd just stick it in there and he'd squirt a whole bunch of STP or some kind of grease in there, you know, if this dried out. I was going to take a chance. If I didn't want to take the chance, I was going to do that. You know, throw some fucking gear oil in here or something, just to get me to the mailbox so I can pick up my mail and any parts I needed. But then I said, you know what? I'm not going to push my luck. Because when I went, I thought it was something to do with brake shoes. When I went to get the brake shoes, the new ones, exchanged, man, this thing was making noise like you wouldn't believe. But she got me home. Everybody that tries DDAmanda absolutely loves her. These are all unsolicited, by the way. We didn't even ask people. I love you guys. Yeah, I love the program. So worth it. Probably made 500K. This guy's up 30K. Having everything I need to research on one page is definite time saver. Single day, 1525 profit. 15K on my first DD. Look at this guy. I don't know what to think about this one, man. This guy says he made 30 million. Read this shit. I don't know. He sounds kind of legit. I fucking love DDAmanda. Your program is the best tool I've ever used in the last 21 years. It just goes on and on. Okay, if you trade stocks, or if you're even thinking about trading stocks, this is for you guys. This is what you need. This is DDAmanda. It's the #1 stock screener and scanner that's out there. And it uses both user input and AI to find and research winning stocks. And this is, it says right here, easy enough to use by total beginners. There's really no learning curve at all. You can be finding stocks within about 5 minutes after you log in. And it also has a lot of advanced features that are used by professional traders. Our mission is to help you make money by investing in stocks. That's the bottom line. That's what you want from something like this, you know. Now, I use this all the time, and I've found some amazing runners. You've got here, look at this. They give you 1 hour of free one-on-one training and instant support. Having good support on a program is just so critical, you know. I mean, here's their phone number right here. You can just call and text. They've got some testimonials here. I want to show you these because they're pretty amazing. I mean, look at this. This is what people think of her. I love you guys. Yeah, I love the program. This guy made 500K. This guy's up 30K. Everything I need to research. I wasn't even in Amanda one week, and he made 10,000 bucks. So these testimonials, it just goes on and on here. So anyway, they've got if you want to try, look at all these features. Dollars traded, 7 MA crossovers, all sorts of stuff. But they've got an $8 a day trial subscription, so you can check her out and see if you like her. And some other subscription levels here. Anyway, I highly recommend this, guys, and do check it out and make some money.